What is going on, everybody? This is 86 here, and today I just wanted to talk a little bit about Torchlight Infinite, a game I recently played quite a bit of and enjoyed it quite a bit. Um, Played a few builds already this season. This current build is a uh, lightning chain lightning build, and using spell burst and the time lapse um, hero ability. Seems to be a pretty strong combination so far. I was already playing a Ice Lance Yoga build, but I really wanted to play Chain Lightning for a little while now in the game, so I decided I'd give it a try with the addition of Spell Burst. Seems like it would be something that would be viable this season, and so far it is shaping up to be a fairly decent build. Only level 68, so we have quite a ways to go to max level. We still have quite a bit of points to get, and we really need to sort out our gear. Our gear is still pretty shit. And but other than that, the build itself is quite a bit of fun. I'm really liking the addition of Spellburst into Torchlight Infinite. Seems like a good way for spellcast builds to boost their damage as compared to like some cast on crit builds or other faster type builds. A good way to kind of get self cast in line with the other builds that you have available in the game. And I'm going to take this build as far as I can and see how it works out. I'm just really enjoying the new season. Just kind of experimenting with different builds right now. If this build doesn't work out, I have some other builds that I'm going to try as well. But I'll take this one at least as far as I can, see how it goes. I'm not going to bother to show you my gear at this point in time because it is pretty bad. Still trying to really figure out what skills I'm going to be using into the in game and figure out my whole setup. Right now, everything is still kind of up in the air, kind of showing you guys where the build's at in its current state, and just a work in progress. Something that I'm gonna probably have a few videos on the channel. Some will be working on for the next few days at least, or at least until I get bored with it, whichever happens first. Looks like we got a Malice Law performer here. These guys usually have quite a bit of the beat. So it's good to kill these guys. Can be quite a bit tanky though. He is pretty tanky, but not much of a problem. Just won't get one shot by him. Level 69 there. These guys kind of just burst into, smaller ones, the bigger ones. They just get little. Guy there. And up here. Belts. Without too much of a problem. That's pretty much what you do with the build. You just run around, zap things. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out some of the finer points of the build. What the best buffs to use, best auras, best like port setups, that good stuff. But hopefully we'll get that figured out as we progress higher in levels. Mainly just trying to figure out what exactly this build needs. Right now it's deep damage seems to be pretty decent. That good old defense. I'll probably do a video just kind of talking about Path of Exile Crucible in the next few days. Just kind of my thoughts in the league in general. Stuff like that. I'm going to try to just really get into the habit of just doing videos. I'm a terrible procrastinator when it comes to stuff like this. But I really just, it's something I want to do. Really just need to actually start doing. Stop just saying I'm going to do it and just do it. So that's the build. You run around, you chain lightning, and you get. But the damage is pretty good so far. We still got a lot of things if we figure out in the build. Kind of go over some of the main points of the kind of strong points of the build. The key factors with this spell burst and crit. Crit is going to be very important for this build in the long run, I think. Actually, kind of like boss damage is pretty good. We only are on like what tier 2, I think, though. I'm still just trying to get levels the best that I can. Now, my main goal is just level up. So this lightning, go to this lightning crit, which will be really okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go over the talents real fast. The first one I went with is God of Knowledge to get this spell burst. This one is probably like one of the most important things for this build. Spell burst is just really, really strong. Pretty much just automatically charges, and when it gets to full stacks, it will pretty much cast your main spell, however many spell bursts you have. In this case, I have one additional spell burst, so I have 4 spell bursts, so it'll cast it 4 times when it gets to the cooldown. Very strong, and your twisted illusion, they call it twisted space time illusion, actually uses that as well, and it does not cost mana, so it's just very, 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 very great, great addition to spell. Sorry, great addition to spellcasters in this game. Um, so the main thing we're going with is that, and then we also have preparation. Gain 1 stack of focus blessing for every 10% mana consumed. Focus blessing gives you 4% chance to deal double damage for each stack, so that's really strong. And this one I went for bunch max focus blessing stacks +1. It gives me additional spell damage, focus blessing. And for this one, I will be going with play safe, which gives 100% of the decreased cast speed. Also apply to spell burst, so that will give me huge addition to charging spell burst. And in Blade Runner, that's what I ended up going for my third one. This is like the lightning themed god. And I ended up trying out transition. This one is kind of like much like a 75% chance or 85% chance to deal more damage on critical strike. 75. Um, not sure which one is gonna be better in the long run. Maybe this one. But I'm just gonna try this one out for now. Transition, see how it goes, and then my final one, I'll probably go a queer angle. This will give us lucky damage against shocked enemies, which is strong. I'll just keep rounding this one out. I'll go over the tree when it's kind of like a lot. I'm not gonna go over the gear. But this is the build I'm gonna be playing for next few days at least. My voice is kind of raspy right now. um, but yeah, I'm gonna be pumping this build out, working on getting it to max level. Anybody got any tips or tricks for this build, or maybe you've tried this build yourself and you kind of know some good ideas for the build? You can let me know in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up, and I will be back at more videos in the future. You guys then.